Wola, 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 Ntwana. I hope you are still keeping well and welcome back to South African TikTok Moments.
Igama lami nguPhilisiwe. Ngabulawela umntwana 2019 ubanele. Ngangiceda ukufika eLineage South ngimuve nekhazini yami. Ikhazini yami bokunonhlanhla.
So currently, the South African TikTok streets have been abuzz seeking justice for Ubanele, a 16-year-old boy who was brutally unalived. Allegedly, his female cousin, who goes by the name of Lungi, had orchestrated his attack, or at least knew something about how or when Ubanele took his last breath. Take a listen to this clip from Owami's podcast where she had an interview with Banele's mom.
Noma ngabe ngiluza noma ngabe is fine. For nje ijustice yomntana. For iclosure ukuthi nami ngiphumule emoyeni. Ngoba umntana kube washayiswa imoto ngabe ngaxola. Ukube umntana ugulile ngabe ngaxola. Ukube umntana mhlambe ulwe nomntana kamakhelwane then umntana wamakhelwane wambulala ngabe ngaxola ngoba bokuzothi kimi as a mother what if owami ube namandla wabulala lo. We understand.
So Pilisiwe's story of how she lost her son is not only painful and heartbreaking, but leaves one with many questions. The matter seemed to have suspects and witnesses, but since 2019, no arrests have been made. So Banele's mom went to Owami's podcast to tell her story. This interview went viral, with many people leaving their views, comments, and opinions. After this interview, apparently Ulungi, Banele's cousin, who is said to know exactly what happened to Banele, later called Owami and also wanted an interview to get her side of the story aired. So after Owami had confirmed the interview, she then called Banele's mom. Take a listen to this.
Sanibonani. Hey, angikho right namhlanje. I'm angry. I'm angry, very very angry. Owami ngifonele. Wathi ngimcela ngimuphe ama-questions engifisa ukwabuza uLungi nomama wakhe because bayeza bamfonele bathi bacela ukuzoklina igama labo. Okay, is fine. Ngathi mina owami no ngicela ukuba khona. Wangivumela ke ukuthi ngibe khona. And then uKing Zwane uzile from la hlala khona wafika wangipick up saya eMidrand. And then masifike eMidrand isikhathi besivumelane ngaso azange kube yiso kube ne delay. Okay, is fine. Why ba busy because uqale ngoLungu wam interviewer but I was not there. Weza ngononhlanhla. Why ba busy aba interviewer uKing Zwane wavelela emergency emfuna serious endlini wathola ukuthi uzongishiya wangidropa off wangishiya wahamba yena endlini. Okay, ngasala. Okay, baba ceda ke wase uyangibiza ke ibounce ka owami ngangena. Yo, ngangena guys, mangena thola ugogo kaLungi, mama kaLungi uLungu. After 6 years ukubona ababulali bengane yami. Ngikhalile kakhulu guys, ngikhalile. And then owami wazama ukuhlisa umoya kube right. Okay. Sesiyakhuluma manje. Masikhuluma uLungu uyaphika ukuthi yena wangitshela ukuthi abafana bangaphebhek opposite bebahamba noBanele uBanele makashona sekayasiphika uphika umama wakhe kucala and wayengekho uLungu makayisho lento leyo. uLungi seba create story guys like balalele yonke into engikhulumile ku video yami. And then I think nama comment enu comment ukuthi lokhu kwenzeke kanjani why ukufunisa umntwana owakhe angekho sekuchintshile konke lokhu uLungu beka khona endlini manje. Unonhlanhla akasayazi into yokuthi mina ngeza ngazolanda uLungu. uLungi mina mangifika ngiyofuna uBanele beka khona. Yazi guys bachintshe yonke into such a way ukuthi bayangihleka. Bangenza isilima. Unonhlanhla uze ubhekana nomntana wakhe guys bayabrashana bayangihleka. Azange imele as a broken mother. Azange imele. Ngize ngamtshela uLungu ngathi zithandazise uNkulunkulu akuphe iqiniso. Zithandazise uNkulunkulu akuphe iqiniso. Guys, ngigcine ngithatha ibhodlela leli lamanzi ngishaya umama kwaLungu ngalo because bangenza isilima bengenza a fool. After ukuthi bangenza isilima isikhathi eside namhlanje basangenza isilima. So umama kaLungu uthe ngizofa. And anginankinga nokufa. Ngimtshela ngathi ngizofa njengomntanami. Ngizofa njengomntanami is fine. Wangitshela ukuthi ungivulele icase. Mangabe ijustice ikhona eSouth Africa izocala ngami mayenzeke. Mangabe yahluleka kumntanami mina ngazi ukuthi eSouth Africa kuna justice. Ngilindile amaphoyisa azongibopha. Ngilindile ukuthi ayongivulela icase ngizofa. Yazi guys nizoyibona izophuma. Kusho ukuthi bahambile bayoziklina igama nizolalela nama was not there. Into engizwile nje bathi uLungu uthe mina since ngashonelwa umntwana lo omncane okucala azange ngibe right ngi mental disturb ngiyahlanya noma makhe bekasho athi uyahlanya mentally disturb azange ngithola ukudelela okungaka but ngabatshela ngathi justice yomntwana ngisayifuna ukuthi bayangithreatenisha ukuthi ngizofa hayi ayisho ukuthi leyo ngizofaila umntanami kubo never ngibatshelile ngathi ni 3 ngi1 ni 3 ngi1 umntwana wami what a cruel mother ufundisa abantwana amanga hey lo yamfazi ukhohlakele nonhlanhla ukhohlakele nomama wakhe nibhizi ngifida umntwana nimfundisa amanga yazi uma umthakathi nento errong awuyiboni ma umthakathi nento errong awuyiboni mabeza into abayenzayo njengoba bathe ngizofa nonhlanhla akangibulale is fine ngiyazi vele ukuthi ababulali owami umntwana anginayo yena ubhizi uhleka nomntwana wakhe benza mina isilima.
So Banele's mom has her own TikTok page where she shares her story and keeps us updated. If you'd like to follow her, she goes by the name @Ndumba Sibanyoni. But in the meantime, let's listen to Owami's side of things. What exactly happened, Owami?
So I see that some of you guys are upset in my comment section, but let's go ahead and dissect this situation. Banele's mom came to my podcast and she shared how her son was brutally killed, and she was told that her cousin and her daughter were responsible. Now, when she came, obviously, the story was very heartbreaking. It did go viral, which justice for Banele even now. Now, I get contacted by Banele's mom's cousin, and she says that, listen, I want to come and share my side of the story. I called Banele's mom and I told her, your cousin contacted me, and Banele's mom was actually happy that the cousin contacted me and she wanted to come. Now, when I was calling Banele's mom, I basically also was asking, like, can you give me questions that I can be able to ask your cousin? Because I felt like it was going to be emotionally too much for Banele's mom. However, Banele's mom actually asked me to say, Owami, can I please come? Is it possible for me to come and actually face her and ask her those questions instead of her sending me the questions? I said, okay, no problem. Now, I call Banele's mom's cousin and she basically cancels. She says that there's no shoot. I said, okay, that is fine. I called Banele's mom, and when we were talking, she did seem disappointed, but she was like, I hope that she will come back so that we can have this sit down. Now, mind you, in this time or during this time, Banele's mom's cousin has no idea that Banele's mom would actually be there in the interview. Only Banele's mom knows that the cousin would be coming. Now, at first, I'd asked her that if she's coming, can she please also come with her daughter, because her daughter is also allegedly involved. Now, what happens next is that I get a call from Banele's mom's cousin and actually the daughter, because they'd gotten my numbers the time that we were talking. She contacted me here on TikTok, and that's where I got the numbers. And she said that, listen, I want to come shoot. They basically even wanted to come on the day they were calling. But because I knew that I had to make arrangements so that even Banele's mom is going to come, it could not happen that day. I told them we can shoot the following day, which is what we did. Banele's mom called me and she told me that, listen, there's someone who, if she's there, I'm going to feel more comfortable. I don't necessarily believe in those stuff, but this is not about me. This is about Banele's mom, for her comfort and for her to be better, like to better emotionally cope, I said, you can bring that person. Now, when they came, of course, we wanted to hear what the daughter has to say. So I had an interview first is what the daughter said. After the daughter, I had an interview with the mother. This is separate because I didn't want someone to be talking over I wanted everyone to share their side of the story, and I was very partial with the interview. I did not attack anybody. After I interviewed the mother, that is basically when I introduced Ubanele's mom. The video is edited. It's with a translator right now, so I've not watched it. But I don't know if you guys will be able to see that part. But basically, that's what happens. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of what happened in the video. You guys will get to see the video. But what I'm not understanding is, Owami is not the only podcaster in the country. How many podcasts are there? Even if I had said that Ubanele's mom's cousin and her daughter should not come, they were going to go somewhere else. So their side of the story was still going to be heard, even if it was somewhere else. That's number one. Number two, in this way, me holding the interview, I got a chance to give Banele's mom something that she has not gotten in 6 years, which was to sit down and face the people that she was told were responsible for her child's death and actually ask the questions that she wanted to. Do you guys understand that these
what a
videos
story,
that are coming
what a
can
situation.
actually help
The
in
only
terms
thing this
of
mother wants is
whatever
closure as to
statements
what
are gonna
exactly
be
happened to
taken
her
or whatever
son.
statements
This
were
is a
taken,
story
if they
that has moved a
contradict
lot
the
of hearts,
video
and
and
we
what was
obviously
said
are keeping
publicly,
Banele's mom
then
in our
it's again
prayers.
yet another